think we're live. I'm not 100% sure if we're live. Let me know if you guys are in here. If you can hear me. Is my audio too loud? Am I too loud? I got like 10 things going on my screen at once, so it's kind of all over the place. Can't really check audio. I mean, I probably should have checked audio, but I didn't. I can see the waveforms though, so I know I got microphone, but I need to hear from you. Do you have my voice? Do you have me live? Let me make sure. Click on here. Give y'all a second because I know there's a delay. Oh, yep. All right, cool. Got it. Sweet. All right, guys, what's up? Haven't done a live stream in a hot minute. And all right, cool. Audio's good. Good. Haven't done a live stream in a hot minute, so drinking an iced coffee, celebrate the dang, we got everyone hopping in here. What's up, guys? Let me adjust this audio just a skosh because I see me peeking just a bit. All right, let's see. We got everyone in here. Good night. What's going on, guys? It's a little quiet. I can turn it up if I need to, just a skosh. It's hard because I think I did a live stream a long time ago and I peaked real hard, and the OBS software does not show you sometimes. So anyways, what's up, guys? How y'all doing on this, what day is today? Today's Friday. Thank God. Hope everyone had a great week. It was super busy for me. Super busy. This is why it's weird doing live streams, because I can see your comments, but it's really quiet in the house right now because my kids are with my wife at a dinner. So it's very odd having the house very quiet. So, yeah. But anyways, I wanted to review some of your guys' videos because I thought that'd be something fun to do. And, yeah, it just seemed like something cool to do. I haven't really done any videos on it, and I thought a live stream would be a cooler way to, kind of hear your guys' feedback from it. Hey, how's it going? Oh, Burke Cullinane hates Fridays. The famous, hold on, I got it. Mr. Boston Bobby. I'm gonna need you, Burke, to make a Boston Bobby YouTube account just so you can sign in to things like this and just be a complete, I don't know if I can say that word on here. I mean, I'm going to be playing other people's videos, and I'm just not subscribed to Epidemic and everyone's mother, so I'm sure this video is going to get flagged for something, but it is what it is. I'm not really super worried about it. I did have a question. Hold on. Let me scroll back up here to the top real quick. Let me see. Where'd it go? There it is. All right. So Jacob, I think you're still in here. Yeah, you're still in here. You said. Okay, there it is. Do you think it's. Sorry, I have to have everything so small on my screen. Do you think it's expected for videographers to design thumbnails for clients' work? Or is it reasonable to outsource even for $300 to $600 gigs? Okay, so my question to you is, sorry, I'm going to try to keep looking back at you guys. I got like my face like 4 times on the screen down here, so I'm trying not to, look there. My question for you is, so, you responded, oh, sweet, awesome. My question for you is, so you're asking if you are doing a video for a client, you're wanting to know, is it expected basically from you to create that thumbnail also? I'm going to ask you this. Are you saying your gig is only a $300 to $600 gig, or are you saying the budget to outsource by maybe adding it on top of the contract or something is $300 to $600, if that makes sense. I'll give you a second to respond. What I do normally in our video work is I do not do thumbnails unless they would have asked for it. Very rarely do I ever have clients even mention anything about that. Most of the time, I think because, like, I did a commercial for a trucking company, and they had these bikini girls in it, and they had some other funny stuff in it. It was over the top, elaborate, just a ridiculous trucking commercial. And in their eyes, they have their own marketing team. So I think they just kind of decide what is the best way. How do we want to market this, basically? Do we want to have them make a thumbnail that we're married to, or do we want to have our own choice to do that? I don't know for sure on everything. I know for them and their marketing team, when they were on Facebook, they were able to actually, you're able to pick what you're wanting to do. I'm assuming kind of like YouTube. I don't know for sure because I've never done like a video to Facebook specifically. I'm assuming you can probably scrub through there and pick it. I don't know if it like generates a couple like what YouTube does, which always picks like the worst picture in the world. So that would be my question to you is, are you looking to outsource around a $300 to $600 price range, or are you saying that you're trying to figure out, do you need to outsource when your budget's only $300 to $600? Regardless, thank you so much, Blue Road Media LLC. I always feel like I need to give that little All right. Just that is a new industry standard to do thumbnails, because you can be good at video. Doesn't necessarily come with that. Yeah, I mean, I can see that it would be kind of ahead of the curve a little bit. That's a tough one, man. It's really hard. Regardless, I would say it's not unreasonable to put it in your contract that you're going to either A, be outsourcing it, and you could really word that however you wanted. You don't really have to say, I got to get my face off the screen. Sorry, I'm seeing me like, I'm seeing my face like echo like 10 times. You don't really have to, I lost my train of thought. Whether it's in the contract, as in you're doing it or you're outsourcing it, I would always put it in the contract. And I don't think it's unreasonable to even take a couple extra $100 for it, depending on what the whole budget of the project is. That's kind of where the hard part is. Because I can't remember, I think it was the video that Cody and Burke collabed with me when we were talking about budgets. And something I struggled with that I didn't really even think about. And I've been shooting commercials a really long time. And Cody brought it up when I was talking to him on the phone that you need to be putting it in your contracts, no matter if you're giving them a discount or not. Even if their budget is super small, I know I'm kind of going off on a rabbit trail. Even if their budget is super small, you need to put that you're discounting it if you are doing it for free. So let's say you are doing the thumbnail for free, you need to discount or like put in the contract what you're discounting for. So next time, if you've done it a couple times, or I would really only do it once, they expect that next time. Because some of the problems we've had, and most recently with one of our clients, is work we did a while ago. We did not, probably it was a new client. We were trying to help him out. We had shot like 4 promos for him. So I'm talking like we did a lot of work with these people. And then something came up and they wanted us to shoot another promo, and they did not, we gave them a discounted rate because they had shot so much with us. I'm talking like 60 days. I mean, we were just slammed. We couldn't do anything else but this client for like 60 days, which was great for us. But the problem is they came back just recently and they want us to shoot something else. But because we didn't put that in our contract that we had discounted it down, when we showed them a price just for one promo, they wanted to know why our prices seemed through the roof. And then you're kind of having to backpedal. So regardless, I have not personally seen it where a whole lot of people have been doing thumbnails. That's just for me. That does not mean that it's not out there, and does not mean that it's not a good idea. I just personally haven't seen it a whole bunch. Sorry, I know I was rambling for a hot minute. Let me make sure I haven't missed all y'all's. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah. Oh, Thomas. All right, I got your name. I got it logged in. I'm probably gonna forget it. That's just because what I am and who I am. How I am. I think it's how I am. This is really how I am when I'm shooting videos. So I know it makes it look like I'm a one-take wonder, but I'm definitely not a one-take wonder. All right, guys. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. Let's get to the actual reason that we did this live stream. Let's start reviewing some videos, yo. Let's see. Let me jump on my Twitter real quick. Make sure I've got it. Yep. All right, cool. All right. Tom, you are the first. Tom Bradley. Are you in here? Yep, you're in here. Yep. I mean, I see you commented, but I'm assuming you're still. I wish you could see like next to each other if they were still in there. That would be awesome. Yeah, let's do this. What is that muddy nonsense you're drinking? Listen, Boston Bobby. Not everyone has. Oh God, I forgot their name. Shelburne Falls here. And not everyone can drink. All right, good, Tom, you are in here. Not everyone can drink just straight black coffee. I do have to say, though, that I just went to one of the roasteries here, and I got to do a tour, and they were just, and I'm not one of those people that drinks straight black coffee. They had tours of like freshly brewed stuff, and we got the tour, or try it out and stuff, and it was amazing. I could see 100% going to like, I guess that would be a farm where they grow the coffee beans, which I guess are technically cherries. I could see how it'd be amazingly good, and it gets a little bit different over time. All right, cool. We're going to jump over to Tom. Boston Bobby is distracting me over here. Let me, whoop. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I got to close that. All right, cool. All right, let me unmute that. Yeah, it's called mud coffee. So don't be judging me, sir. All right, let me change over right here. You can't do iced coffee, bro? Bro. See, I'm one of those people that I can do iced or hot like anytime. I do not care if it's hot or cold outside. My wife is one of those seasonal people. She'll only drink hot or cold dependent on the weather. If I'm in the mood for hot coffee, I'm going to drink hot coffee. Oh, yeah, you see my dog? I'm feeling like this is going to mess up my camera, but hold on, give me 2 seconds. Make sure I don't click on the wrong one. There we go. Yep, there's my dog. Let me see if I can turn that just a skosh. I'm gonna knock it off. I know it's gonna happen. There's my dog back there. Daisy. Yep, there's my dog. Now she's gonna come lick my leg because she's a love hoarder. All right, cool. All right, cool. Cool. All right, let's jump over. Sorry, we get distracted, but this is kind of the fun part, I guess, about live streams is just having fun, I guess. You know. All right, cool. I mean, I stayed with you, Burke, for a week. You should know that I kind of like the more sprucey drinks than I do just straight black coffee, man. So it is what it is. All right, cool. Let me jump over here. All right, cool. My watch is blowing up. All right, cool. This one is from Tom, and we are gonna watch it. Let me make sure my volume is set. You guys are good. You can see it. All right, cool. Let's roll it. I'm probably gonna pause it throughout it. Just heads up. So, cool. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Whoa, what? Whoa. Sorry. Hold on. Whoa. Okay, sorry. For 2 seconds, I legit thought your keyboard like just disappeared because I was taking a drink of coffee. So I'm sorry. I was distracted. All right, continuing. Digging that music. Let me know in the comments, guys, if I'm like blowing your ears out, if I need to turn this computer down. I feel like you were a drummer or are a drummer. I could be wrong, but I feel like you are, bro. Yep, I knew it. I play drums too, bro. You can spot it. Turn it up. All right, cool. All right, cool. I'm gonna pause. Sorry, I wanted to watch it all the way through before I, excuse me, before I wound up actually going back and the things that popped in my head. Overall, dude, like freaking really good. Really good. I think it's funny that you're a drummer. I could tell from you spinning the pen. Yep. If y'all got any opinions too, drop them in them comments. Let Tom know your thoughts. I'm gonna scrub through. Where was it? Hold on. There was something that I loved. And honestly, all right, real quick before I get into like the complete. Someone's shooting a gun outside here in the Midwest. Before I get into the review of people's videos, I'm not really like reviewing them like I'm gonna ridicule people or, you know, I'm not about that. this is just my opinion, tweaks and things that I would do. Always take that with a grain of salt, as in from anyone else. Just take that with a grain of salt. So anyone that maybe watches this back later or anything, and they're like, well, that guy was a jerk. I'm not going to be a jerk, I swear. Because it doesn't matter. It's all about making something. So anyways, let me jump back over here. All right, cool. I feel like I keep blowing your guys' ear holes out. It's hard to adjust this volume for it. Let me mute that, and I can play through it again without having to have the music play. First off, dude, I love the just straight lock off. Like, absolutely love the straight lock offs. That is something I've tried to challenge myself recently, and have had a really hard time every once in a while, because it takes a minute to set up this perfect shot than just the run and gun handheld style. There is something that's very specific about tripods, just a simple lock off shot that I absolutely love. Which is funny, and I'm giving y'all a little tidbit taste of one of the videos I'm working on about tripods. But dude, it is a tripod, just simple lock-off shots, which I know some people look at and say it's just because you didn't have someone else there shooting it for you. And I don't look at it like that at all. That may be the case, but that doesn't mean that you can't do a simple, solid lock-off shot and draw in my opinion, having your composition done really well over just doing too many sliding shots and getting too complicated with your shots. That, to me, just doing a simple lock-off shot, it kind of cuts through the crap, and it just shows either you know what you're shooting or you don't. And not that there's anything wrong, again, with handheld sliders, any of that. We use it all. It's just, I love when someone will just do a simple lock-off shot. Love it. So, anyways, let me keep moving. You sat so still, I thought I had not unpaused you. Yeah, the simple lock-off is, and again, it's just well balanced, simple shots. You kind of, I wish I could draw on here, but I don't think I can. I love that you're using the rule of thirds, whether you meant to or not in some of these. It is absolutely perfect. I don't know if you intended to do this or not, but I'm going to show you what caught my eye like this. All right, so you're using, can you see my mouse? Yeah, cool, you can see it. I love, nope, I can't. Okay, cool. Appreciate it actually worked on those because I haven't developed shooting yet. This is my 4th video, so I've learned a lot with tripod shots. Yes, dude, for your 4th, dude, we're all still learning. I've worked with people that are like 50 years in the industry. Hello, train. Sorry if it gets really loud for a second. I've worked with people in the film industry for a very long time, and everyone's still learning. That's the best part about it. Anyways, all right, so I love that you're kind of doing, I don't know if you intended to do this or not, but the way that it was edited, it balanced really well. So you've got your kind of rule of thirds going on right up in here, and you're kind of hugging this upper left corner, right? I love that your next shot is the complete opposite. I don't know if you intended to do that, but the way that it is set up is really well done. And if it's not, sometimes your subconscious just goes, this balances really well because it's a complete opposite. But the way that you just balance those two, it shows that you're not scared to leave negative space, which a lot of people, even very well seasoned are scared to do that. So super impressive. Like, dig that. Let me get to where was it? Yeah, and it honestly, it was at the beginning. I forgot. And it's the same thing. You're not scared to have your leading lines coming in and just doing straight in the middle, and then a variety of, because even this, even though you're basically in the middle, it's still set up with negative space. So overall, dude, you're getting love from people in the comments. Love it. Awesome. Yeah, dude, it's very well balanced. Everything is very well balanced. Um, all right, I have one thing that I would tell you. Actually, I probably have two things. First, it doesn't matter because I just dropped a video on gear. Does not really matter that much. What camera are you shooting on? Because I would like to know. Mostly just because I'd like to know the profile that you're shooting on. Because I know I have a thing for negative space, and it's like an obsession. There, dude, it's working. It's a very certain style, and if you keep true, I'm not saying every video you do has to do that, but it will become your own style, and people will be drawn to it. All right, Lumix G7 with the 25 1.7. Does the Lumix G7, because I have the GH5, does the G7 have Vlog in it? Gotta love that delay. While you're looking that up, I'm gonna tell you the other thing that will help you out that I noticed. I can tell you using natural light, which there's nothing wrong with it. Worked fine. Okay, it doesn't. I'm assuming you're shooting just a standard profile. Color grade is honestly not bad at all. Some people prefer washed out, and even if you're going for washed out, I would maybe pump a little bit more contrast in there. I'm not saying it has to be like crazy contrast, and again, this is my opinion. I would just put just a skosh more contrast in there, just because I'm like, I mean, and some of the things that'll help is just looking at like the shadows and stuff. It's, oh, excuse me. Sometimes just having a little bit more gradation, you'll know, because there's just honestly no blacks in there at all. And there's nothing wrong with that. Dropped color settings to -5 on everything and graded in post and had the natural profile on camera. Yeah. It looks good, honestly, and I'm not knocking it. That's just what I would say. It's something I struggle with. Is I think a lot of people are scared to put just a skosh more contrast in things, because if you're going for a more washed out look, it's okay. But even washed out looks need just a touch more contrast. But that's honestly not really that big of a deal. Anyways, all right. The one thing that I would pick out of this, and I'm going to show you, is right here. I personally, probably just because, and again, I'm assuming the G7 is probably the same as the GH5, that autofocus is friggin' terrible. Even if you had a Canon camera, even if you had a Sony camera, I personally, I personally would set that up where you have your timer, whether you're using the autofocus or not, set it up, and I would switch it over to the manual. And the only reason I say that, and just for this shot, the only reason I say that is because when it hunts, it's fine, but because you put your hand back in there so fast, it has to hunt back again. And maybe you like that. To me, it's distracting because it's taking my attention. I see it. My attention goes to the speaker, and then I'm like, oh crap, there's something else going on. That would be the one thing that I was like, I would change that if I could. And again, you may have not noticed until you got in post, and then you're like, crap. I've had shots like that before. That would be the one thing I would do because it's those certain moments that you're drawing. Yeah, man. It's those certain moments where you're just you're trying to because like here, you're clearly showing us what you're wanting us to see, and here you are showing us what you wanted to see. I understand that all this stuff in the background is just making it look more pretty. But that would be my one piece of advice. One piece of advice is those specific shots, I would change that over to manual on certain things that are those, I don't even want to say product shots, but they're basically like close-up product shots. That's what I would do. I would lock that over to manual just for a little bit, just to get those shots out of the way. Unless you are wanting to show something behind it. And in that case, I would have, like, the only reason I would have been like, yeah, I want that pull or focus pull is if there would have been like something on a calendar. I forgot, you can't see my finger on the screen. Something on the calendar back here in the corner, and your hand was not coming back in. Then it would make sense because then you're drawing my eye to where it needs to go. But overall, dude, freaking killed it. And it is you said it's your 4th video, which is highly impressive. Crazy impressive. Dang, we got, Fashionable Father, like, just blazing over there like that fast. God dang. Let me take a sip of my mud water. Yeah, see, I'm sorry, I'm looking at he said his shutter speed was 50. I'm assuming you shot in 24 frames. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I'm trying to see on the software if I can see if it's different than here. There is more motion blur on his video than there is in the stream. So yeah, if you were shooting a double your frame rate, then it's fine. It wasn't, and even if you wasn't, honestly, it wasn't enough to take me out of it. Yeah, so some of it could be the live stream is messing with it for you guys. So, but honestly, yeah, that would be my 2 tweaks is don't be scared to pump in a little bit of contrast, even if you're washing stuff out. And those certain shots, it just the same as when you're setting up a tripod. Excuse me. Just the same as when you're setting up a tripod to shoot, to show the audience what you're wanting them to see. It's the exact same way with focus, if that makes sense. Yeah, must be my stream. I just kidding. You think you shot it in 60 and 120 shutter at the time? No reason. I just forgot to change settings back. Honestly, yeah, I didn't really notice the shutter too much, so I'm thinking most of it's the stream. But dude, overall awesome. Guys, go check his video out. Go show him some love. Go drop a comment, a like, a subscribe, if you are so inclined. Let's see who else we got. Oh snap! We've got Fashionable Father up in the house, and I'm pretty sure he's up in this live stream right now. I saw him earlier. We are gonna be watching your video. Let me make sure I'm unmuted. Cool. All right. Yeah, let me know if I need to. See, I feel like my mic is so loud. And if I'm blowing your guys' ears out or clipping or something, just let me know. It's kind of hard to know for sure. Yeah, for sure, dude. Killer video, man. Keep up the work. Keep up your style. Don't be scared to keep doing. Thank you, Burke. Don't be scared to stay true to your style. People will eventually start following you because of that style. And those are the things that sometimes it's hard for you to notice. It's hard for a lot of us to notice. There he is. I'm going to be hitting your video next. Give me 2 seconds. Those are the things that are going to make people follow you for your style. And those are the things that are hard to pin. When you're in the moment, it's hard for you to figure out what is your style. But when you sit back and look, you'll go, okay, I can kind of see. Or if you try something different and you don't know why you don't like it, but you have 3 other videos that you know you really like, start picking those apart and start seeing what are the things that stand out to you and why. And you'll be able to definitely figure out your style and stay true to it. Don't be scared to experiment, of course, but you know. All right, cool. Good. Giving Tom some love in the comments. All right, cool. Let's check this mug out.
Today's video is going to be about cars. I want to compare a brand new 2019 Toyota Camry to my almost 40-year-old 1982 Toyota Cressida. This is not exactly going to be a horsepower spec'd out comparison. It's going to be more about like amenities, reliability, and money. Fashionable Father here. My name is Timothy Sands. Welcome back if you're a subscriber. If you're not, subscribe if you're so inclined. I've got a lot of videos, a lot of cool stuff on fashion, fatherhood, and just kind of my philosophy on things. This is insane.
You gotta look good.
You gotta look good when you're selling cars.
Yeah, when you sell cars, it's like a party, you know. You have to get for the occasion. Lane keeping assist.
Lane keep assist?
Yeah.
First of all, that was fantastic. I mean, come on. Did you see Angel in that suit? So, I mean, it was like a maroon suit, that hat, and they had the gray piping. I mean, come on, that dude was rocking some style. I don't know if I got enough footage of him. I went in with the ruse that I was trying to look for a car for my wife, and now I regret that. I wish I was just straight up honest with this kid. He was so down with my camera. He was super hyped that I was there. Okay, this is Wondries Toyota, and that is Angel Pacheco, who, first of all, I wanted to buy a car from him just because of that suit and his style. So, you gotta love salesmen, right? I mean, you're not buying the car, you're buying him, right? It's just, he had a cool little personality, man. And yeah, Angel, you're awesome. I'm gonna shout you out. Wondries Toyota, if you do want a brand new Toyota car, come out here. They're renovating the place. It looks awesome. Since we took a look at a Camry, and obviously it was pretty decently clean and washed, I figured I should probably do the same with my bad boy. So I'm gonna go over to this little car wash over here. Of course, brushless hand car wash, as per usual. Yeah, don't mess around with those brushes. Those are never good on paint jobs, especially on used cars. slow day here in Monterey Park / LA, and also if there's clouds and potential rain, apparently no one gets their car washed. This is it. There's no cars. There's like 2 or 3 cars up there. I'm going to be honest, I'm a little biased in the regards to used cars. I've always driven used cars, so I'm used to them, and not only can you save a lot of money by driving them, but also you can have a little bit of style. It's not too often that you see some of the older cars on the road. I think people think of them as something that's really hard to drive, hard to maintain, and just not reliable. I feel like that's what brings some of the style to the table, because they're just not common. I came across this Toyota Cressida, and I've been thoroughly satisfied. Obviously, most people know Toyotas are super reliable, and they run forever. Driving this Toyota Cressida for about 6 years, I think. It has a 6-cylinder in it. Again, this is not really about horsepower and specs, but I just mentioned that because it's got plenty of power for the highway commute. And yeah, we'll take a look at the interior and stuff. All right. With the wife and little guy here, we're gonna head to the park. But you're gonna do the driving. Yeah, see that? That was cute. Anyways.
Going back in time.
All right, let's get going.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, jump in the chair, bud.
Get in the chair.
Watch your fingers.
Okay, bye-bye. I'm coming.
So this is weird. I don't think I ever am in the passenger seat of this car.
I'm so scared.
And that's my wife's response to my car. She drives a Subaru Outback, brand new. We lease it, and but she's going to get her master's. So basically, I'm trying to convince her that we are going to go buy a cool, cheap used car.
No.
Hey, put your phone down, dangerous driver. I just wanted Megan to experience the gloriousness of the Toyota Cressida. Do you feel safe in this car right now?
Okay, for the most part, yes, I do.
Arthur's
Very
safe.
hard.
That's all we care about as long as Arthur's
Hard to
safe.
get you.
Check out this neighborhood though. That's California. Okay, so some tips in buying used cars. A lot of people think that the major concern with a used car is the drivetrain and the tires. Those are expensive and they should be in working order. But to me, the number one thing you should look at when you buy a used car is the interior. If the interior is clean, and especially if it's original, that means automatically that the car has been taken care of by the person who is selling it. Very seldom do people put money into interiors because interiors are expensive. And that's the other side of why you look for a car with a decent interior, because they are expensive to redo. And on top of that, guess where you spend most of your time? Yeah, that's right, inside the car, not outside the car. Even if I see like a faded paint job or even some little bit of rust, I'm like, nah, man, I was looking at the interior, because especially where the car's from, some rust might just happen because it's old. And I think I learned that actually as I've owned used cars, because I've had a couple Volvos with just really, really bad interiors, and it just was uncomfortable and it wasn't enjoyable to drive. So when you go to buy a car and there is a bad interior and it's just beat up, but you love the car and you know it's got like all the right things, like a good drivetrain, and it's going to be a reliable car for you, in my opinion, put that cost of the interior, like interiors cost anywhere from like what, $1,000 to $3,000 to redo some interiors. Put that cost right on top of your car and know that that's how much money you're investing in your car, and right away get that interior fixed, because that will make driving that car exponentially better and more enjoyable, and you'll love that car. That's something else I feel people should invest in when they buy a used car, is the amenities, the interior and then amenities, so that you're your radio and your phone communicate, and things like that are really easy. Let's do a comparison. 1982 Toyota Cressida to a 2019 Toyota Camry. Let's do those numbers, and we'll break them down real quick here.
I've owned my Cressida for around 6 years. I've found it has cost me on an average of $600 a year on repairs, so that equates out to around $50 a month. Now this is taken into account buying amenities, luxuries like air conditioning, and even a radio. And of course, it also includes repairs like front end work, a radiator, etc. The upfront cost for a Cressida is $2,700. Over a 5-year period or 60 months, this cost equals a total of $5,700. According to the internet, a lease on a Camry is $2,000 down and $250 a month for 36 months. That total would bring us to $11,000 for a 3-year period. If you want to own the Camry, the current internet advertised deal is 1.9% for 60 months. Base model MSRP is $25,000. Down payment of around $5,000 makes a monthly payment of around $390. Total cost being around $28,300 over a 5-year period. So that is a $28,300 versus $5,700 cost over 5 years.
I think driving a used car is not only saves money, but it's also, I love the style. I love the style of it. And as you know, my philosophy is, hashtag style first. So if I could get a cool old car on the road and I can drive it reliably and daily, I think there's something commendable about that. This Toyota Cressida turns heads, which you gotta admit, that's a little shocking. Right away kind of tests the character of the people that you're around. When I was single and I was pick up girls for the first time on a first date, I really actually enjoyed picking them up in my used car because it was a test of their character. Right away, you could tell if they loved your car or they snubbed your car. And a lot of times there was no second date, but that was perfect because that's the last person I wanted to be around, right? When I first met Megan, I picked her up in my Volvo 1975 Volvo 164. And of course, right away, she loved it. And I opened up the passenger door and let her in and walked around, and she unlocked the door for me. Thank you, Sonny, on that one. And here I am, married to that fantastic woman. So in conclusion, I believe driving a used car is beneficial. I think it's just a huge amount of savings. And also, as you well know, very importantly, you get to rock a little style because, as I said before, style first. That's what I believe. That's my little philosophy here. So, Fashionable Father here. Subscribe if you're so inclined. Please like this video. If you only drive new cars, hit a dislike on this because obviously that's opposite of my stance. More videos to come. Keep doing your thing. Remember, style first. See you on the flip side. As you can tell, she loves driving this car.
She's an adventure.
Really, it fits like a glove. It fits like a glove.
All right. Boom, shakalaka. Sorry, guys. I just realized I probably should have been doing it full screen the entire time. You didn't need to see my face the entire time, so sorry about that. Dude, overall, first off the bat, really good, really well done. It was a lengthy video, and you kept my attention throughout it, which is a hard thing to do in general. It's a hard thing to do, keeping someone's attention through the entire video. Dude, 100%. It was a great video. You did a solid job. There was a couple things. Let me make sure this is muted. I asked what camera you were using. Get out of here, Nat. I asked what camera you were using because I almost felt like it was a Sony. I don't know why. I think it seemed, did you color grade this in post or anything? Or is this just straight out of the camera? Because I felt like it was a Sony throughout it. And you said it was a Canon M50, which don't ever feel bad for what camera you have. I mean, you could be shooting with a T2i. I don't even know if they still have T2is. I don't even know if there still is a T2i. The first camera I had that was Canon was T3i, so I'm assuming there was a 2 before it. Okay, good. You did color grade it. See, I could tell you were color grading it because of the blues in the shadows. Nothing wrong with it. I could just tell you were color grading it. Oh, that answered my other question right there in the corner. I was going to ask what mic you were rocking, but it looks like the Video Micro Rode Video Micro, which the sound, dude, was solid. I shoot it in Cine style, I think. Yeah, dude, it looks solid, like really good. And you pushed the color grade pretty far, and your skin tones were a touch yellow, but not, I mean, that again, that's just nitpicking stuff. Overall, dude, solid. Whatever you did to it, it looks solid. I do have to say, my favorite shots of the whole thing, let me see if I can find it here. We actually, yup. Nope, I missed it. I thought I had it and I missed it. My favorite shots were the of the car. I mean, because it's just, dude, it's a pretty dope car. I'm not gonna lie. Basically, yeah, skin tones are hard, dude. It's one of those things. And again, honestly, I don't think your skin tones look bad. The reason I asked if it was Sony was because I think your color grade was tripping me up. Sony, their older cameras have a similar look to them. So it just made me think of it a little bit. But anyways, dude, my favorite shots by far were the car shots. I mean, absolutely awesome. Okay, stop barking. I'm trying to talk to people on the internet. It looks like my advice for these shots, sorry, I'm reading the comments. Give me just a hot second. Okay, two things. I'm gonna give you two quick tips, because I did realize I'm taking really long on everyone's videos. The two things I would do that would overall, dude, your videos are solid. Sounds good, music's good, your color grade is good. The two things that would help you out, which I know can't always be accomplished, on those specific shots of your car, or like your epic shots, it looks like you're in mid-harsh daylight, which is working against you. Not the end of the world. I would probably try to shoot that if you could at a different time. That's what I would do. Closer to the golden hour. I know it's super cliche to say that, but there's a reason so many people do it, because it's going to make your footage look 10 times better. Not that it looks bad. It's going to make it look better though. And then the other piece of advice I would have is, I'm assuming you do not have an ND filter, because the exposure is pretty blown out at certain points. Even if you're rocking the kit lens, like this stuff, it's a solid shot, but it's just a little bit blown out. And an ND filter would help you out a lot. You could probably even find a cheap one on Amazon. Like I know Hoya makes, I feel like I said that weird. Hoya. Hoya makes really good ones. There's some other ones on Amazon. I'll see if I can find some links. If Burks, if you're still in here and you know of any good cheaper ones, like companies and stuff like that, I think Burke uses Hoya too. Like I use Tiffin and Hoya. They're both really solid. Tiffin's gonna be way more expensive because you're kind of paying for the name. Hoya though makes really good ones, and you can find them pretty cheap. That would be my 100% grading ability. If no ND, then underexpose by a stop and bring up the shadows and post. Yeah, solid advice. That's the one thing I would look at out of the whole video that I watched. That's the one thing that, and again, take this with a grain of salt. I'm watching these videos trying to find things that I can help you guys out with. It was the one thing that was distracting, is the overexposing. And honestly, that's just because I am trying to find something wrong with it. But overall, dude, solid video. Your music worked perfectly with the video. The audio of you talking was never too quiet. I felt like the video moved at a consistent pace. I thought it was a solid video. I would just look at possibly investing into an ND filter. That would be my recommendation. Go check his video out, guys. Go show him some love. Fashionable Father. Go check him out. And yes. All right, cool. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to get caught up on the comments real quick. They're saying Neewer. Yeah, I've used Neewer like lights and stands and stuff. I've never messed with one of their ND filters, so maybe it sounds like some of the other people have. I mean, and again, even if it's just a budget one, dude, it's like even if it's $20-$30 and it just gets you by until you maybe, even if this isn't the camera, and again, there's nothing wrong with the M50, but if, let's say, this is not the camera you're wanting to be with for sure, I wouldn't dump a bunch into an expensive ND filter. I would look at more budget friendly ones to kind of get you from point A to point B. But then again, you may be really happy with the M50 and you just stay with it for a hot minute. Cool. All right, let's move on. I got this one from Mr. Photo Finn. I don't think Mr. Photo Finn is up in this live stream. I don't think he is. I'm going to come back to him in a minute. If anyone wants to hit him up on the Twitter or something, tell him to hop up on this stream because I want to review his video. I would like to review it with him in here. If not, he can watch it back. All right, cool. We got Mr. Michael Tobin. We are going to review one of his videos. I think he said this was a commercial shot on a Beastly camera. Yeah. I paid $50 for a 6-piece kit. Came with 3 ND filters, a UV filter, a polarized one, and another one. All right, cool. Yeah, dude, check out Neewer. I have used some of their products, and I've never used their ND. Nope, I take that back. I have used their ND filters. I've used them on the Mavic Air, and they seem to work fine. I didn't really get any noticeable color cast, but again, variable ND filters are a little bit different, so I would just look at a couple different ones. All right, cool. Let's make sure my volume's good. Bump this to full screen. get me off the screen. Boom. All right, cool. Let's do it. Holy balls. Let me get me back on the screen. Oh my god, dude. That was, yeah. Holy balls. That was really freaking good. First off, I know that camera's a beast. But again, I also know that camera ain't lighting stuff for you. So, yeah, all right. I'm not gonna lie, bro. For like 2 seconds, I was like, is this video about to get like seriously in trouble and flagged down? Like, you shared, I haven't watched any of these videos yet, so I was a little worried when I saw him go in the hotel room. I was like, oh Lord, here we go. But no, it's fine. Dude, that is an absolute gorgeous shot. He says, I need a massager now. And I thought he was gonna say I need a cigarette now. Sorry. All right, let me focus. Was there quasars in that elevator? Or was that the natural light that was, or was that already the practical lights already in there? Because if it was, where the frick is that elevator? Because that is one of the coolest elevators I've ever seen. Yep. I stepped into the elevator and was like, yeah, we are shooting in here. Dude, yeah, 100%. I also absolutely love that you weren't scared to do harsh lighting. Like, yeah, I mean, I get that it was hard to do with mirrors, but because it's such a quick little shot in there, it worked absolutely well, and it would not have done the same impact if it would have showed them getting into the elevator and then getting out. It wouldn't have looked as good as seeing them in the elevator. Oh man, y'all are cracking me up. I mean, dude, absolutely. That is honestly the thing that I loved about this video was you were not scared of shadows at all. Like, you weren't scared of shadows one bit, and I absolutely love that. I'm assuming you were the DP on this. I'm assuming. Because the way that you use harsh lighting when they walk in, like, oh, don't freak out, internet. The way that you use harsh lighting on them, Yeah, it was all basically one light with a snoot. Yeah, dude, it looked awesome. Like, I love, again, it was the same thing I was talking about with Tom's video um, earlier. It's showing the polar opposite. It's a harsh light on her, making her very well exposed, and then the complete opposite. It's doing the exact opposite effect. And it's just dramatic and absolutely amazing. The symmetry on that is, I absolutely loved that you pushed the teal and orange practically before you even color graded it, which is a huge tip to anyone that's wanting to get into stuff like this, like any commercial stuff. Don't be scared. I would definitely test stuff out first, but don't be scared to do stuff like what Michael did in this. He shot with teal and orange practically before he actually color graded it. So he didn't shoot all daylight and then tried to color grade teal and orange in, which can work. It just doesn't look as good as when you're practically shooting it that way. It's got a very specific look, and it also really helps your skin tones pop specifically. Like, I mean, absolutely gorgeous. I'm trying to find things that I don't like about it. Yeah, it was my first project where I realized product design matters more than anything else. Planning is important. Yes, 100%. I mean, I didn't really care for her kneecaps, so I guess that's something negative. I don't know. Dude, like, you killed it. I mean, absolutely killed it. It was freaking phenomenal. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's just consistently solid throughout the whole thing. There was one other thing that I was going to say, and I can't remember where it was. Yeah, dude, it's just really well. The one opening shot with them in the hallway should have been cut. Lighting was terrible. Let's see. Let me go back there. Hold on. Very smooth. I love what you did at the end. It worked really well. Did you have to do that? I'm assuming you locked that off and then you just did that in post. The pushes and pulls. Let me watch this. You talking about that scene right there? Or that one? A or B? I know that was kind of hard to say. It's not like I can really have a complete conversation with you and know for sure which one you were talking about. Because the hotel on the outside, I didn't think looked terrible. I could see if it was the second one, the second opening shot that you were talking about. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you did do, you did wind up doing, where'd it go? At the very end. You did wind up locking it off and then just zooming in and post. It worked out great. Yeah, dude, he killed that. Yeah, B shot. Okay, that's why I figured that's what you're talking about, because the A shot looks fine. And again, I'm assuming you did this on purpose, but it was the exact same thing. You've got your teal and orange going on with really well symmetry, and then we jump inside the hotel, and let me find it, and it's the exact same thing. I mean, dude, it looks phenomenal. I mean, I could see how it's not the most amazing lighting, but honestly, because it's just point A to point B, and because you have such a dang good payoff shot when you get into the elevator, I kind of didn't notice it. So, yeah, the client was pleased. Yeah, dude, he killed it. Absolutely killed it. Dude, like you murdered that. If you guys are not subscribed to Michael, you definitely should, because he puts out some ballin' stuff. So go show him some love in this video. Tell him that at O2 it doesn't look well lit. No, I'm just joking. Don't do that. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Blackmagic is like that Micro Four Thirds. The Pocket one, it's like an in-between size. It's basically Micro Four Thirds, but it's a little bit bigger of a sensor. And if I'm almost sure, I think it's the same sensor as in the GH5S, to where it's a little bit bigger. It's a solid camera, dude. I mean, I'm assuming, because why not? Would you not shoot that in B-raw? It is absolutely killer. Also, if anyone's looking at the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera, I just saw, I haven't finished the whole video, but I saw Gerald Undone just did a video. He just dropped one talking about how there's a third-party plugin that you can edit B-raw footage inside Premiere. So if someone's been on the fence about that, and they're heavily into Premiere and they don't want to change over to Resolve, there's looks like there is options for that, because we all know that Premiere will be 10 more years before they get that updated. So anyways, bro, you killed it, dude. Absolutely killed it. Yup. All right, y'all. Let's thanks, sir. Cool. All right, we've got Everyday Family. I don't know if they're in here. What about the new Fujifilm 100? I mean, if you want to spend $1 million, you know, you can. It's just a bit much. All right, cool. Y'all are just kind of chatting back and forth. Everyday Family, if you're in here, hit up in the comments. If not, is anyone else in here that I have not reviewed their video yet? I know I haven't reviewed yours yet. I'm going to get to it. I think... Did I not? Did I do Jacobs? Nope, I don't think I've done Jacobs. We'll do Jacobs real quick because it's only a minute and 28 seconds. All right, cool. You're in there. All right, Everyday Family, I'm hitting you up in 2 seconds because it looks like, yeah, this one's shorter. So we're going to do this one real quick. Let me make sure my volume is up. Let me make this full screen. I appreciate y'all sticking with me. I know it's taken me a hot minute to get to you guys, so I probably shouldn't have done all these, but I figured, hey, let's just hang out and we'll get to as many as we can. It's all good. It's all good. All right, cool. Let me get me off the screen, and here we go.
A powerful enemy is shown his face, and not just in this world. His influence spreads, reaching further and further. Unfortunately for us, he's just created another Ranger Slayer. Unfortunately for him, the Ranger Slayer didn't finish what he started.
join the cast of Power Rangers Dark Blue Thursday, June 20th at Tapcade as we kick off a Power Rangers Battle for the Grid tournament at 7 p.m. to raise funds for the film.
Dude, that was dope. Let's scoot that up a little bit. Oh, let me mute you. Mute ya. Jacob, are you still in here? I know you're in here earlier, but I don't know if you're still in here now. Hopefully you are. That was banging, bro. Where is the... the pacing was honestly the biggest thing that you nailed 100%. I mean, you nailed all of it, but the pacing was super solid. I love that. Little swoosh around. All right, cool. There you are. So these shots here were shot as a test shot originally, but we were a week out from the event, so we played with them, and for the crunch had to work with it. How do we get a chance to how do we get a chance to have you check out? I'm assuming you're asking how to have me check out your video. If you want to, I did a post on Twitter. You can jump on there, Josh Haynes _KC. You can share a link on there in the comments, and I will try to get to here in a little bit. And if I don't get to it today, because I have a couple more to do, we're a little over an hour. I am going to do another live stream. I'm going to try to start doing more live streams just because. So yeah, jump on there, and you can share a link on there. And if I don't get to it today, I will definitely get into it maybe next week. I don't want to put like 100% deadline on my live streams, but I will definitely be letting people know before I do it. So cool. All right, cool. You said the feet shots were a test shot originally, but you basically ran out of time and you had to deal with what you had to do. The audio at the end was a bit of a crapshoot, just in case we don't get to reshoot. No, man, I honestly wouldn't have known that the feet shot wasn't the original shots you intended to. Yeah, dude, share that road reel challenge. It's solid. It's a nice little. I love the move around, and I love the little dolly that you've got kind of going on handheld. It looks solid. And I love that you keep transitioning to the other person. Yeah. It looks absolutely... Oh, I guess that's the same person. I see. He's in and out of the suit. Dude, overall, though, it was absolutely killer. I mean, for real. My one tip would be maybe... I mean, it's always better having him a little bit softer, like you did, than having it to where he's squinting or something like that. But I can tell that it's getting pretty close to that nice, awesome light that's oh so tasty. So I maybe would have flipped him around, done a complete 180 of you in the camera and tried to get that sun maybe in it just a little bit more. It didn't really make or break it, but it would have. Those few tweaks are the things that kind of push it over the top. But dude, absolutely killed it. It was dope. I dig it. Go show him some love, guys. Jacob Anderson, go check him out. Go be subscriber number 2, 1 million, and go check him out. Cool. We got Photo Finn in the house. We're just hanging out, bro. Just checking out people's videos. I'm gonna get to yours, Photo Finn, in just a hot minute. All right, cool. I checked yours out, so I'm gonna close that out. Hold on, I was gonna do one more before I got there. All right, cool. All right, everyday family. Boom, we're hitting you up right meow. All right, y'all. Let me get me off the screen. Too many things going on. All right, cool. Here we go.
What's going on, everyday family members? Happy Father's Day to everybody. We are going to go do a little family photo shoot.
In the 90-degree weather with 95% humidity. Hey guys, it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to this guy right here. He's a good dad. So we're up and at 'em this morning. We're gonna head downtown and do a little family photo shoot downtown.
Check out the scenes and the sights downtown St. Augustine and show you a little bit about our fun little city.
Charlie has on 2 pairs of sunglasses.
Oh dear. What you doing, Char Char? That's outstanding.
Oh.
So yeah, head down and see some sights in St. Augustine, get some pictures in some of the alleyways and the cool architecture down there, and take some beautiful photos of the beautiful family. And it's kind of an odd thing to want to do for Father's Day, but it's actually something I've been wanting to do for a while, is go get some pictures of these beautiful ladies with my camera. So give some good practice for
I won't smile like that.
photo shooting and what? A little warmer than yesterday. A little bit more sweat. Sweat equity. That's what I'm talking about, sweat equity. Pretty family back there. Hope you're enjoying St. Augustine. It's an awesome city. Highly recommended. Alright, heading back to the car because it's summer in Florida and it's really freaking hot. That's how Father's Day's gotten started off this year. Took some pictures. Hopefully got 1 or 2 good ones that are worth keeping. Let's go over here. Let's walk along the water. So at least make it a scenic walk back. Super nice down here. Big boating community. Which, well, we were a part of until yesterday when our boat trailer broke down. But maybe you already know that. Super nice. Love it. Love my town. Just wish it wasn't so hot. Oh well. Let's go pick up the girls. So I got the girls.
None of you. No, I'm so sorry.
And Betsy did some math in her head, and apparently it's 2 days away from the 5-year anniversary of us coming down and getting our engagement pictures taken in the exact same area with pretty much the exact same weather, where we were sweating through our clothes 5 minutes after we got out of the car. So I just thought it was kind of, neat little full circle that we came down and did that almost exactly 5 years ago, and today we had almost the exact same results, where it was just too darn hot to take pictures. Oh well. Now Charlie wants to watch shows and go to the beach and do all kinds of other things that kids want to do on their Sunday. So I'm sure that that's where we'll be headed. And we'll bring you along.
Hit that thumbs up button. All right, dude. Overall, I dug it. I dug it so much I'm giving that mug a thumbs up because he told me to at the end. All right, cool. So, I keep forgetting to ask you guys these questions. I don't care what camera you shoot on. I just like to know because it lets me help you guys out for certain things. So you can tell me what camera you shot on. That would be most helpful. Let me know what camera you shot it on so I can kind of figure out some tips to help you out. Overall, though, dude, it was great. It's honestly a nice family vlog. That's literally, I don't expect it to be any more than that. Just wanted to share for our family and friends. Yeah, dude. Okay, Canon SL2. That's a solid camera. What? Let me make sure did you upload it in 1080? And my, and my computer is freaking out. Again, it could also be that my computer is only playing 480 because I'm streaming at the same time. I could be wrong on that. If you don't know, I would definitely look into that because you're gonna get way better quality. I still have an SL2. Solid camera. There's nothing wrong with the SL2. In my opinion, it is hands down one of the best A, vlogging cameras, and B, entry medium of the line cameras. Yeah, it's a DSLR, so it's heavier than mirrorless, whatever, but it's a solid camera. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Okay, you did upload it, and I'm not really worried about it. It could be my computer's or internet's running slow because I have so many tabs open and stuff. Regardless, there's nothing wrong, dude, with a family vlog. I dug it. It's literally what it's supposed to be. I mean, I got real close to your face a few times. That would be one tip. Don't. I know the 18 to, you said 10 to 18. So you should have pretty good clearance. It could also be too that you just didn't notice at the moment. I would push that camera out a skosh more. You don't really notice it until you watch it on a really big screen and you're like, whoa. Yeah, the overall though, dude, it's solid. I wouldn't worry too much about your color grade as of right now, to be honest with you, on a Joby. Okay. I wouldn't worry too much, honestly, about your color grade. I thought it looked fine. If I was going to give you tips on your color grade, I would try to match it more consistently throughout it. And I also realize I'm saying that about stuff that's shot inside the car and stuff that's shot outside the car. which will throw most people off. Just because it's the same, even though it's sunny and it's the exact same day, the exact same setting, it could be within 2 seconds of each other. But when you shoot through a windshield, most of them have tints on it, so it's going to put a color cast through it. It's not a big deal. That would be my one tip on color grading is when you look at it in post, whatever your main source really is, which obviously your main footage is like outside stuff. Like this stuff, the color grading isn't terrible. It's not bad at all. And I would use this color and try to match some of your other footage right here to that. Even if it's just, even if it's just bringing the, a little bit more warmth into the inside shots of the car. It's kind of a hard thing to do. Had an ND filter on, though, to get frames per second correct. Do you have a variable ND filter, or is it just a fixed? I want to say I'm assuming it's a variable. I would think it's a variable. I was gonna ask you about that too, because that was my other one thing that I would tell you about is the some of them are really overexposed. Midday, it was maxed out. Yeah, it's a hard thing, man. You're fighting an uphill battle. And sometimes there's nothing you can do, and there's nothing wrong with getting footage like that, because again, like you said, it's a family vlog. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not watching these expecting everyone to have made thousands of dollars shooting commercials or, nothing like that. Overall though, dude, solid job. I would, try, to look at that exposure a little bit more, whether it's make sure your ISO isn't on auto. If it is, that variable ND filter really isn't going to do much, because if it's trying to compensate for you darkening your image, it's going to bump your ISO, and then it would be like you didn't have it on there. I could be wrong. You may have it on manual completely. And it could just be that, it was just that bright. I would just watch those few things. But overall though, dude, the color grade, I didn't think looked terrible. My last tip would be, hold on, let me find it. Manual. Okay. My last tip, let me make sure I'm muted. My last tip would be, don't be scared to let these photos breathe for a minute. Oh, 100 ISO, then it was just bright as balls out there, which it is what it is. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. These photos, I wanted to see them a little bit longer. Like I know you have seen them, and you probably see them a lot. Like they're probably on your phone or on your computer, and you're also editing it. But I would Florida. I would let those photos breathe just a little bit longer, just a little bit, so the viewers can take it in and like it a little bit more. That would be my main thing, honestly, because it's like ISO, overexposing things, color grade. It really comes down to most people aren't watching it for that. It can be distracting at times to viewers if it's like that, but people are watching it for you guys. So don't be scared on some of these photos to let them breathe just a little bit longer, just a little bit. But dude, overall, solid job. Everyone go show them some love. That is Everyday Family. Go check them out. Go drop them a comment. You guys are not obligated, of course, to have to subscribe to each other or anything like that. Just I was just say share the love. Just even go drop a comment or something. Because if you don't dig their videos, don't. I tell people that come to my channel. If you don't dig my videos, you don't have to subscribe. I would rather not have a bunch of subscribers that don't really watch. But you can go give them some love and give them a comment, thumbs up, something like that. All right, cool. I got 3 more videos. All right. PhotoFin, I'm coming to you, bro. I don't even think I've seen. I don't think I've seen M4C Media in the comments recently. Maybe I have. Let me double check. Nope. So we'll get to him in a little bit. All right, PhotoFin, I'm coming to you right now. All right. Boom.
Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my 3 favorite little filmmaking gadgets and accessories, all under $50. Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is PhotoFan, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my 3 favorite little filmmaking accessories that are all under $50. All the things that I talk about in this video are not anything you actually need. I'm a firm believer that the gear is not what makes you create good content. So if you can't get a good shot with your phone, then I wouldn't recommend you buying any of the stuff that I talk about in this video today. Nonetheless, this gear is very cheap, like I said, under 50 bucks, which most people can afford. I use it all the time. It's very awesome. So let's just hop right into the first item. Hands down, number 1, my favorite piece of gear under $50 is the Helios 44-2 lens. This lens comes in at only $40, which is extremely cheap, and it's a beast. It is a vintage lens, and you do have to pick up an adapter. They cost like $6 in order to use it on your camera. But what I love about this lens is that, number 1, it's very cheap. Number 2, it's pure metal and glass, so very great build quality. If you drop it, probably not going to break at all. It's just a tank and a beast of a lens. And I just love, most of all, its wide aperture for the price. As far as I know, you cannot get a lens this cheap with an aperture this wide open. With an aperture as wide as f2, you can get super nice night shots without having to increase your ISO very much in order to expose your image properly. And number 2, the nice bokeh you can get with this lens. f2 really blurs out that background and really makes a nice image, and it's great for portraits and b-roll and shots like that. So it's just a really amazing lens for the price. I picked one up and was very, very impressed when it came. I did not regret it at all. And again, for $40, you really can't beat that. I actually did a full review on this lens, so you can click right up here, I think, and go watch that after this video. Coming in at number 2 on the list of my favorite little gadgets and accessories is this little LED light panel. Now, I do not like this light just because of the brand and the light itself, but what I like is how small, affordable, and portable this little thing is. You can find these all over Amazon for like $30. I'll link some below. I use this little light all the time to either spice up my background by maybe I can add it right there, spice that up a little bit, add a little, little touch to your video. There's so many little uses for this, and as I create more, I find myself using this light more and more. So I'd recommend, if you don't have one of these lights yet and you think you could use one, then definitely pick one up. They're very cheap and so handy. I use mine all the time. My third and final accessory is this little microphone, the Movo VX-R10. This little microphone comes in at only $40. It's very small, lightweight, and comes with a few nice accessories like the wind muff, a smartphone cable, and most of all, it just has a wonderful sound. Like I always say, audio is one of the biggest parts of your videos. You want to make sure you have good audio. Good audio can forgive bad visuals, but good video can't make up for bad audio. And audio can be really, really expensive. But for $40, this microphone is surprisingly good, and I don't think you can get better for the price. I'm going to switch over to this microphone right now from my Rode VideoMic Pro Plus so you guys can get a little idea of how it sounds. And now we are recording with the little Movo VX-R10 attached to my Canon T3i with the wind muff on. This is straight out of the microphone. No editing is done to this. This is how it sounds. Sounds fairly good for the price. Now I've done a little editing to the audio, and this is how it sounds with a little bit of bass boosted and removing some of that background noise, just a little bit of editing, and it sounds much better. And if I did not have my main microphone, this Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, I would definitely use this microphone for my videos. It's definitely usable, has some great sound. If you guys are interested in picking up one of these microphones, I have a link to one down in the description below. Or if you want to hear more about it, I actually made a video on it, so you can go click up in one of these corners, that one or that one. I always forget which corner, and go watch my review I made on this microphone. And this is pretty much it for the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Those are my 3 favorite little awesome gadgets and accessories under 50 bucks that I love and I use all the time. And if you're wondering when I use this microphone, when I go outside or something, and I don't want to bring my big Rode VideoMic Pro Plus out with me, I'll just take this little guy right here, pop it on my hot shoe on my camera, plug it in. It has a great sound, nice and portable, and I just love it, especially for vlogs and just little things like that. Thank you guys so much for staying till the end of the video and watching. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this from me, consider subscribing and hitting that little notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Go drink some more coffee, and peace.
All right, photo fan. Dude, yeah, you're killing it, bro. Make sure I'm on the screen. Yep. Your quality looks solid, dude. Super solid. Honestly, I don't have a whole lot of tweaks for you, man. You're killing it. You got to remind me how old you are, man, because I know you're fairly young, right? And you're absolutely killing it, dude. It cracks me up that you love coffee so much, man. I love the setup you got going on. Yeah, great point, Jacob. Solid video, not a bunch of fluff to fill out runtime. Attention was out. Intro and lighting. Yup. As far as YouTube goes, aspect ratio done right. Yeah. 14. Yeah, dude, you are you're absolutely, he's 35. Dude, you've got knowledge. You know what you're doing, man. You are killing it. You're growing fast, which is solid, dude. I love, like I was saying, I love your setup. I think it looks solid. Very smart. Using brighter colors for your shirt when you're up against a darker wall. Like I've got a white wall behind me that I've been meaning to paint dark gray that some of my other walls are painted, but I have to figure out if it's the same color as my couch. It's a little close to my couch, so having those pops of colors really help bring you from the wall. Because I think I saw on your Twitter that you were saying that you didn't really have a whole lot of room to rearrange things. And doing it in the corner was very smart. It gives you depth, even if you don't have the room for it. My one tip would be on volume. Watch your volume. You go from... you kind of jump a little bit. It is the only thing that, which again, you kind of have to figure where people are watching this. Most people are watching on iPhones, so you're not going to notice it as much. But if people have headphones on, or if people are watching this with bigger computers, I would just be conscious about your audio. It jumps and peaks at some points. That's honestly the one biggest thing. You don't want to make no one's ears bleed. Yeah, the gray and the wood and everything. I mean, even if you're changing your setup, the color scheme works very well together. It's very solid. Everything flows very well together. But yeah, dude, that would be my one tip, is just just double check your audio towards the end. Make sure your audio levels are relatively around the same. But that's honestly about it, dude. You're doing solid, man. Keep up the good work, dude. It's paying off, and you're killing it, man. To the point, efficient. That's literally what it's supposed to be, just straight to the point. Yes, go check out PhotoFin's channel. Go show him some love. Yeah, I think that's all I had for you, man. I was trying to think of something else I was gonna say, but yeah, dude, it's solid, to the point. There's no fluff, which a lot of people try to do, and it's just better to just keep it straightforward, you know. All right, cool. Let's move on. We are going to, because I still don't think M4C Media is in here, so we're gonna do, I want to say, I've never felt like I pronounced your last name right, which I'm assuming is your last name. I think it's Patel's. I could be wrong. Like, I want to say, I think it's Patel's. And I'm really sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm sorry. But yeah, let's check this mug out. Yes, can't wait to check out more from. Yep. Everyone's showing PhotoFin some love. Yep, digging it. All right, cool. We're gonna watch this, and it'll probably honestly be our last one. I'll probably get to M4C Media next time, and some other videos. So yeah, let's check this out. Make sure my volume's set. Boom.
It's just, I can't express how glad that I got to come in this event. It was just amazing. And just wait, I just can't wait to go home and finish this vlog. Hey, how's it going? Super rainy today. I just got my lift. Nice car, sir. Really cool. Really appreciate that. We're heading to 368. Today they are having an event where they're teaming up with B&H Photo Video. If you don't know, that's one of the biggest stores in New York City for photographers and anything related to camera, a lot more stuff. So they teamed up with 368, and what they're doing is they're creating these 2 cages, like 2 boxes, and they're gonna give 5 people to access to those. So I'm heading to 368 to find out if I'm the one of those lucky 5 or not. Nevertheless, it's gonna be an exciting night. Even though it's raining right now, it's really crazy weather, which I don't appreciate, and none of the people in New York City right now appreciate it. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. So let's go to 368. They already announced so the winner, 5 guys, but they picked 2 extras, so they did an amazing job. A lot of fun. I get to meet Sam Shafford, Ellie, she works here, and a lot of different creators. So it's so much fun. I just want to show you guys how much fun it is. So let's go rewind and see how the whole event went up. They have food, they have drinks. Well organized, amazing event. So why don't you introduce yourself? Tell your channel name.
What's up, guys? I'm Jared. My channel name is Jared Scott Productions, so go check me out. Hopefully, I'll write my name out in this little video right here. We're at 368 right now. This place is awesome. It's like the mecca of video production. I mean, it's just so cool being here. This is my second time, which is even more awesome. But, you know, just like basking and checking out the sign. It's cool. It is some cool stuff. Awesome.
He's an awesome creator. Definitely check him out. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it. So of course.
Don't forget to tell your grandmother about it. I'm sure she'll love it too.
Absolutely, I love that.
Sean Cooper. I'm a new New York transplant. God, how'd you do your intro? I'm probably the most obnoxious YouTuber you've never heard of. So I'm just here and hope to God somebody finally notices what I'm putting on the internet so I stop making all these movies for nothing.
Oh, that was a good one. So I'm with Dan the Man. One of the reasons I started vlogging is Dan, Casey, and Sam. You guys pushed me to start my vlog to my channel, and the biggest scare, the biggest thing that I was afraid of was my skin, my accent, my origin. What kind of tip can you give to people that can change their perspective and just push them out of the scary zone and just go for it?
I think there's two questions in there. I think like what you speak about is you as a person being afraid with your esteem issues to put yourself out there. I think everybody has that. So I don't just think that's a YouTube based thing. I think like by yourself focusing internally on your esteem issues and then having to overcome that by getting onto YouTube, I'm pretty sure that everybody that starts a channel goes through that. I think that what's really interesting for me as a film director coming in is kind of objectifying myself by looking at myself through the lens. I'm no longer looking at an actor or performer, and I kind of see all my flaws. And I think that it's a great way to learn how to find some form of self-love, self-respect by looking at yourself and being like, oh, you know, I might not be as pretty as I wish I was. I might not sound like you know, a person I'd like to sound like, or like in Hollywood, like an American with a great accent, you know. But through that and through telling your story, you really are able to through the most amazing things is like you'll be like. Every single story I've ever told has come through some form of esteem issue, something where I felt a little bit uncomfortable, and like great writing comes out of that. Great writing comes out of confidence too. But don't undermine that you know, feeling uncomfortable is great for creativity, and try and keep close to the fence. You know, as soon as you start becoming complacent and maybe too confident in what you're doing, you'll lose that creative flow. And then another thing is just I started writing about serendipity recently, and serendipity is basically a happy mistake. People plan for what we know as Murphy's Law, things going wrong. People don't plan for the happy mistakes, the things that are going to make things even greater. I think that's why there's great value in utilizing synchronicity and serendipity in the right way. Be planned going into your film, but also don't be too planned. You know, then you're going to miss out on the most important parts of any film, which I call those moments of serendipity.
Plan for failure. Serendipity. See, again, immigrant problems. Prepare for that and don't be afraid. I can't tell you how much joy I get when I create, and even though I make a lot of mistakes, what I do is I always look for correction. How do I improve? And just don't doubt yourself, push yourself out of that comfort zone, and trust me, it works. I still get nervous vlogging in public, but I'm getting there, I'm improving.
You don't seem nervous at all.
Thank you. Thanks, man. Yeah, and then this kind of Avenue 368 is amazing. When I came here, I felt welcome. This is like the community there that lifts your spirit, that gives you that edge, that you know you can do whatever when it comes to creation. It's the creative field, and you learn and you meet amazing people. Somebody like Dan, you know, who's experienced in this field, and then he tells you what to do. It's just having him next to me is a big achievement. Like I can say that.
Awesome.
I made it. Thank you,
man.
so much. So the event just ended, and I'm gonna head out home. My God, the experience meeting with Dan, Sam, everything was just amazing, and the tip I got, the time I spent talking to Dan, it just, I can't express how glad that I got to come in this event. It was just amazing. If you get a chance to come at 368, definitely do it. This was one of the best experiences I ever had, especially in terms of Creators Corner or Creators Meetup. I met so many good friends, and we already are talking about collaborations and, you know, working together on different projects. So overall, it was just amazing, and I'm gonna end this vlog today. Yeah, it was. I'm just still in shock that I get to hang with Dan. So that's all for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Till then.
All right. Dude, you killed it. That was so cool that you got to hang out with Dan. That's awesome, dude. I have yet to be the 368, and I would love to go there. Overall, dude, love it. You killed it. It kept my attention. It was solid. I love that you did. You didn't go over the top with the B-roll. You showed the audience what was happening, but it didn't drive your video, which is a huge thing that a lot of us, I think, get caught up in sometimes. Is just showing too much B-roll, but I felt like you did a complete solid job not flooding too much B-roll in there. Great job, dude. Great job. One tip, it would be the same thing I told PhotoFen. Watch the audio. Just which I get, you're in an environment too where audio is just fluctuating like crazy. But you can help that a little bit in post. Even if it's like a half-second fade in, like just drag that audio out a little bit underneath whatever's going on and fade more smoothly into it. It'll help a little bit. It won't pop so loud when it jumps to something else, which I forget sometimes. But that honestly is the biggest tweak that I would have. Everything else was solid. I love that you did the animations on there. I thought it was great. Yep. Jacob was saying the same thing. Motion graphics were awesome. I think they were super cool. It was enough that it caught your attention and drew it to the corner, but not too long, unless you were intended to follow that person. Overall, dude, a solid job. Yeah, the B-roll was really good. Trying to think of, and honestly, you do a really good job not holding something too long. You just get to the point. Honestly, yeah, dude, if I was looking through the whole thing, the biggest thing would just be, because I know from one of the shots I saw, I know you're rocking to where you're able to adjust your exposure. And I get it some of those times, like here, there's nothing you can do. It's just hit record. You've got an opportunity to talk to someone, you're going to record. It would be better to have that on footage, a little bit overexposed in the top, than not get it. So I ain't even mad about that. But yeah, dude, that would be my one piece of advice is just audio. Just watching that little few tweaks. Just watching that audio right there. But overall, dude, I loved it. It was solid. Yeah, dude, I really don't have much more. I can't really nitpick a whole lot because it was solid throughout the whole thing. It had a good flow. You had nice B-roll, but it didn't overtake the video. It showed your audience what was going on there, and that was it. Solid, dude, solid. I was dying laughing when you realized you were on manual focus because I've been there before. And it sucks, but it just is what it is. I just thought it was funny. At least you put the subtitles up for people to see, so I commend you on that. Sometimes I just don't even put it up. I'm like, crap. So yeah, dude, that would be it. Just keep an eye on your audio. And I'm really one of those people that does the same thing. You get finally done with an edit and you're tired of watching it, or you're just ready to put it up, and audio is kind of one of those things that you just kind of forget sometimes. I do the same thing. And for all of us that are visual storytellers, as much as we like finding the right music and the sound effects, tweaking the audio is just one of those things that's kind of monotonous and boring. But just little tweaks, just little tweaks, make your life a little easier. Yeah. Because your flow from cutting, from point A to point B is gorgeous. Just getting the audio to go unnoticed as much from point A to point B would be my biggest tip, man. But overall, you killed it. You absolutely killed it. I think we're going to wrap it on that because we are going way longer than I intended to go. So I appreciate all you guys hanging out with me. I know some of you guys have been here for a hot minute. Sorry, probably just blew your ears out. I kind of forget I have a microphone next to me. Yeah, I appreciate everyone that sent their videos in for me to review. Again, take all this with a grain of salt. It is just my opinion. I am not the hear-all, say-all. I am not done with my filmmaking career as I'm growing. So we're all growing together. Yeah, that's it, guys. If you haven't already, give me a thumbs up on this video. I guess subscribe if you haven't already. I don't know. You guys are awesome. Thank you to everyone hanging out. I appreciate you guys. I hear a train coming, so it's probably a good sign just to wrap this up. I will see you guys next time. I'm going to do some more live streams, so keep an eye out on my Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that. Yeah, guys. All right. I am closing this one out. Yep. Thanks for everyone that hanged out. I appreciate it. If you're watching this back later, you can give me a thumbs up on that, comment below. If you made it through the whole video, I would be impressed. We'll do this again. This was fun, guys. Thank you so much. I am out. I was gonna do an end screen, but I don't have an end screen, so I think we'll just end it, y'all. I think we'll just end it. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Peace. Yes, I want to end the live stream.